Hello, everybody. I survived last week in the 40-year-old Gum. Thank you, Tim. And also, thank you for showing me that tin with other horrifying things. You guys don't know about that yet, but you will at some point. Welcome back to Jank Pack Thursday, episode 151. And we are going back into it. 69 entries live upon the wheel after last week's nonsense with the capybara and the, what I found out later from Milo, it is... I just blanked on it. It's in his comment last week that I think I pinned it. It's Soul Game, and it's a compilation of various anime and video game characters. What a cool idea for a set. That aside, 69 entries live upon the wheel for this week. We're going to shuffle, we're going to spin, and we're going to get into our history of the day, which is a bit of an unusual one. So on this day, March the 20th, in the year 1345 is when scholars at the University of Paris decree that the Black Death was created from, and I quote, a triple conjunction of Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars in the 40th degree of Aquarius. Actually, we all know that later the Black Plague, the bubonic plague, the Black Death, came from the fleas that live upon the rats. It wasn't the rats themselves. Oh no. Oh no. Speaking of the bubonic plague, everybody, I'm fairly sure there's gum in this OPC Hockey from For the Pools. Anyway, to finish off about the Black Plague, it ravaged through Europe and the Middle East back in the 14th century, and I think they say estimated 25 million dead from it. And weirdly, the bubonic plague is still around in some form or fashion today. It's very, very rare, but it does poke its unfortunately scary head up now and then. Speaking of poking an unfortunately scary head up, we're going to go to the table in a minute, and we're going to dig into a pack of OPC Hockey from For the Pools that has gum, I'm fairly sure. If it doesn't, victory for me. If it does, victory for you guys, back to back. We'll see you at the table in a minute. Can you hear the joy in my voice? Well, you know what, though? I shouldn't say that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong that the OPC has gum. I know Bowman did. And I mean, I've been wrong before. It happened once. 1999, mid-April. We're looking for... Well, this says FTP. It's... No. I wasn't wrong. Curses. I was not wrong, unfortunately. Don't worry, Gum-Cophagus. We're not needing you today, unfortunately. What year is this? I don't know. Get high on hockey. Oh, I only wish. Thank you, For the Pools. We love For the Pools right there. I mean... how can you go wrong with them? For the Pools, hockey, spinach, geese, hot dogs, and, oh. Don't worry, Tim. I got you covered, buddy. That sucker ain't coming off. We'll get to the gum card in a minute, but actually we'll do it now because, well, it didn't take much off of that. But it is the giant thing, and sorry, Brian Benning, you just wait right there. We're going to get into this pack. Okay, and I didn't even look. What year is it? 1989. Oh, good. So what's that, 36 years? No. God, my math is off. 46 years? Sorry, it's still very early and the coffee hasn't kicked in. 36-year-old gum. Well, it was 40 last week. You're fine, Zach. Anyway, we get into the 89 OPC, and there's some TTM fuel, no doubt, a-coming. Mats Naslund for the Nordiques. Let's go. Shout out, John. That is a legendary card. I may send that one off to get signed. Theo Fleury on the Flames. Mark Habscheid for the Red Wings. Michael Pettit, New York Rangers, now with the Nordiques, October 5th, 1989. Mike Krushelski. How actually? Is it Krushelinski? I actually don't know how that's pronounced. But on the Kings, shout out for the Pools, actually. He's a Kings fan, and right there, that's a good one to go out on. Going to be a bit of a shorter episode because it's... because I've got that sitting there. But Guy Carbonneau, that's going to be another... There's going to be some potential TTM fuel. Sadly... Oh, and then, actually here, let's just... Oh, okay, it came off in the moving around, it did. And that actually didn't turn out too bad. A little bit of schmutz, but because of that, that'll be... See if I can get that sign. My mind is... Oh, God, I just looked over. Yeah! That's going to be delightful. That's going to be utterly delightful. Oh, this week is gonna end in quite a way. And again, I know I need to do a video on it at some point, but obviously most of us in the States, especially back in the day when these were actually being sold, we did not have OPC. We had Tops. And I think for the most part, it was the same photo, just instead of OPC, it would say Tops. But actually, Maiden's World of Wax gave me the idea to try to do like a little side-by-side of Tops and OPC. And now I just got to locate a pack of Tops and a pack of OPC of the same era, or the same year in the same sport. I don't know, that could be kind of fun, and because I know there's obviously some probably more differences than just putting the different name on there, but I'm very curious to find out. What I'm not curious to find out is how 36-year-old Canadian gum tastes. It doesn't matter, Canadian gum, 36-year-old American gum, 36-year-old, Swedish gum. It's still going to be horrifying. But we are going to brighten our spirits because we're going to do the hunt, and then we're going to do the gum, but we're going to get to the shout-out, and this time we are going commenting collector, sitting at 452 subs, very low, very, very, very low. His latest video, he busted out a very, very, very cool, old-school Hollywood kind of horror icon autograph. He does all kinds of stuff. You're going to learn a lot. Plus, he has his Collector's Chat series. 2 weeks ago, he did a very, 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 very good interview with Adam's Card Closet. It was, and those are the best things because it gives you a lot more insight into somebody that you've known, and then it's like, oh, it really puts a different light on a lot of things, and it's just a very quality show. Link to him down below. Needs to be at least 500, if not a lot more. So commenting collector, link down below. Pardon me. And now, and it's kind of ironic, isn't it? Talking about the bubonic plague in the intro, 36-year-old gum. And now we go digging into the Boxo Hunt. It just adds to it. More horror. The Duskmourn, House of Horror, and it's actually good because I had a little... I've got my checklist of what I'm looking for here. Oh, wait, that's not even the right one. This is the right one. Okay, my fault. Had a little bit of a blowout. These big boxes that sit behind here, they hold what, like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 cards. Trading card games, they'll hold more because they're smaller cards. I was lifting up the one of Magic cards to reorganize everything that sits off to my right, to camera right, is just a stack of unwieldy cards of various things, and the bottom blew out. Everywhere. Couldn't help but laugh. There was no way I could help but laugh at it, but I've been reorganizing ever since, and I'm only through F on Magic, so I can fit these in pretty easy. So let us get in. We've got the checklist of what we're looking for. Basically, we're looking for the horror movie references. We're going to get one. We're going to get one, as you can see right there. I did get that one the last time, the Rip Chain Razorkin. It said Hellraiser. I don't 100% buy that, but let us go in and see what we have. We're just going to get haunted right off the bat. It was a spooky week with the Carl Best auto as well. We got our token creature. It is a toy, and it is terrifying, and on the back is Manifest. We got a foil, Norin, Swift Survivalist. I love the art on these ones. Look at that, the full art land. It's an island. It is stunningly gorgeous. Here's our rare, the Balustrade Worm. Does he have a fence, a gate on his back? Looks like he does. Fear of Exposure. So many comments. Fear of Failed Tests, and I like the fears because that was part of like the horror, the nightmare thing. I do enjoy them. I want to see if I can get all that. Get Out. Did we need Get Out? We did not need Get Out. The Wildfire Wicker Folk. Was that? I did want that because I think honestly you can kind of make an argument for the Wicker Man. Not the Nicolas Cage one. I love Nicolas Cage, but if you're going to watch the Wicker Man, watch the one from, was it 1973 with Christopher Lee? Sir Christopher Lee, rest in peace. Clockwork Percussionist. I think that's more monkey shines than anything, but it's terrifying. Erratic Apparition. I thought I needed that, but that is... Is that one of them? No, it is not. We've got the Flesh Burrower. None of those words, along with that picture, sound good. And now I know everybody has that creepy crawly feeling. The Cracked Skull. No, thank you. Friendly Teddy. Friendly Teddy can just go away. Here we go. The Rip Chain Razorkin. That's the one that they said was Hellraiser. I don't see it. There was a better one for Hellraiser, but we will see. And the final one, we did not get anything. Cult Healer. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of the horror ones, but we did get one to cross off the list, the Wildfire Wicker Folk. So at least I can enter the next part of this video with that going on. So we are going to flip it around. Hello. Hi. How are you? Hi. God, this is everywhere. The sun is shining. The weather's warming up, and I still don't like it. I find it all highly suspicious. Speaking of highly suspicious, here it is. What is that? I think that's just part of the card. It's shiny, so it's not... It's shiny. How could it be bad? Here's that ever familiar sound that everybody loves so much. Is that picking it up? Where's the microphone on this thing? There we go. Well, 3 pieces in for whatever, in for wherever, for the pulls. Thank you, brother. I know you're watching this and going, ha, 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 ha. Thank God I didn't need it. But, oh, wow. That's different. Oh, that's different. And that's a bad different. Sometimes you can get... You can get a different. But different can be good. This different is not good. All right. See, the problem with this, well, among other things, is, I don't have anything in the reference library. You know, that's why these comparisons are so off the wall. This is like, now hear me out. This is like, you're in a dank, not dank, just a stale basement. There's no water or anything. It's not that bad. But you get that dry tomb feel. Like I can imagine when they opened up Tutankhamen's sarcophagus. Was it Howard Carver, I believe his name was? I'm pretty sure the air tasted just like this. But it's like dead, dry air, and you're standing next to somebody who was eating a pixie stick, so just pure sugar, and then they sneezed on you. Yeah. That's basically what I just had. I don't like it. Ugh. I forgot to mention, I had to put it in the comments because I forgot to mention it last week for episode 150. It was also the 50th episode of having gum. A third of these episodes have involved gum. Now we're up to 151 and 51. This is... I don't like it. Okay. I'd like to say it faded away, but no. At the end of it, I'm flipping this back around. I know you're tired of looking at me. The worst part of it is like now the gum itself is gone, thankfully, but at the same time, there's that horrifying, lingering sweetness. Oh, the joy is gone. There is no joy in Zachville today. Zach just had to eat that. Whew. But that is going to do it for Jank Pack Thursday. Whew. We've got TTM Fuel, a pack from For the Pulls, just an incredibly awesome guy. And I thank you so much for the friendship, for the support, for the entertainment, but not for the gum. I just can't. I'm sorry, brother. But shout out to For the Pulls. Shout out to Commenting Collector at 452. Please make sure to go over, sub him up. You are going to be entertained, and you're going to see a lot of really cool things. And that's the beauty of this community. Everywhere you turn, you're going to run across somebody that does really cool stuff. And that's what makes us so great. So until next time, oh God, I'm sorry, that sweetness, it's just there. It's all right. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody in the chat. Thank you, and I apologize for, as always, I apologize for whatever I do here on Thursday, but thank you so much for joining the premiere. Thank you to everybody watching on the rewind. Let me know what you thought down below. Barry, hope you enjoyed this one, bud. And that's all I got. Thank you again. We will see you next time.